People love to throw tithes around like it's some church only rule. But let's keep it all the way real. The Bible never said you gotta cut a check straight to a pastor's pocket. Back then, the tithes went to the Levites. Yes, they did. The temple workers, the folks who had no land or income of their own, so the system could function. It wasn't about funding a man's lifestyle. It was about keeping God's work alive and taking care of the communities, the widows, and the children. Okay, the babies, the orphans. Let's fast forward real quick. Churches turn that into give 10% to use or you're robbing God. Oh, they love to say, will a man rob God? But here's the raw truth. God cares more about your heart than your receipts. I said that. Paul said, give what you decide in your heart, not grudgingly, not under pressure, because God loves a cheerful giver. That means you can bless people directly with that 10%, help somebody in need, or yes, support your church, but don't get it twisted. You're not cursed if you don't drop it in the offering plate. And honestly, that person who said in their video, they pay themselves 10%, like they're the pastor, low key, they onto something. I said what I said. They're saying before I spend on anything else, I'm going to invest in me. That's wisdom. That's how wealth gets built. They ain't worshiping money. They're respecting it at this point. Okay? Because while the church is telling you to sow into their vision, you better make sure you're sowing into your own too. Okay? So bottom line, tithing ain't about keeping a pastor rich. It's about honoring God and blessing people and making sure you're not out here broke with no plan. Pay God with your obedience. Pay yourself with discipline and help others with love. That's the real tithe, okay? See, they say pay your tithes, that 10%, or you cursed with a curse. But hold up. Let's keep it all the way buck for a second. The Bible never said, give your tithes to pastors. New truck. It never said, give tithes to pastors' new mansion. See, back in the day, yeah, them tithes went to the Levites because it was helping the poor people. It was about community, not building a preacher's culture. You know what I'm saying? And see, now churches got people scared like God, the IRS in the sky. I don't get it. And that one person who said, and I'm gonna go back again and say it, pay yourself 10%. Don't sleep. Don't sleep on that. Because you always want to pay yourself first. I've always been one to pay myself first because I call that discipline. That's my type of discipline. I like to pay me first. See, I'm gonna take my 10%. I don't go to church, but I make sure I help the community. Whether I see a homeless person holding a sign and I give you $5, whether I see somebody that's got a sign and say they hungry, I might go to the store and get them something to eat and I give them something to eat. Or I'm gonna show some type of humanitarian act, or I'm going to always be a good steward. So, of course, I'm going to give that 10% that I'm supposed to give to the church. I'm going to give it to God's people. That's how I give my 10%. And then I pay myself. Because I'm not going to knock God out of the equation. He come first. He come first. It's your deeds, your thoughts, your actions. All that play a part. So don't sleep on paying yourself. Because discipline pays. Stacking paper pays. While some pastors just hustle in the pulpit like it's minimum wage. See, honoring God ain't about the plate that gets passed. It's about obedience, love, and seeds that truly last. So tithe your time. Tithe your gifts. Tithe love to the broken. Give back with action, not just money as a token. And yeah, you do want to pay yourself. because you got future bills. Don't fund a man's empire while your refrigerator bare only got ice cream and luncheon meat and a thing of milk. God ain't impressed by numbers. He look at your heart. So give with joy. Live with wisdom. That's the real art. And this is the assignment with Miss T talking T as usual. And I hope that you did get the lesson. Okay? The thing is, you want to pay yourself first. You want to pay yourself first. But never, 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 never give God his 10%. And that's by giving back.